This covers the building of a welding table using, for a top, 1/2 inch thick, 12.5mm thick steel plate. Having built a frame for the lathe seen in the background using casters to make it mobile, I want to do a similar thing for a welding bench. With the steel cut to length, the frame could be assembled. A couple of design points I wanted to utilise. I wanted to leave room around the periphery of the plate for G-clamps without any frame getting in the way. I also wanted to bolt the casters direct to the bottom rails, slightly differently to the way it was done on the lathe. And I wanted to leave the front open so that machinery such as a welder could be stored underneath it if needed. With the 4 corner uprights in place, a 5th was needed at the back. A piece of box iron was bolted between the corners just to keep this in line. The frame that would become the base, with plates already fitted to take the casters, with an open front to allow machinery to roll in, was placed on the plate as it was the flattest thing available, and the rest of the frame fitted on top of it and welded together. With the 4 heavy-duty casters, the front 2 braked, bolted in place, the top could be lifted on using a block and tackle. The apex of the roof where the block and tackle is mounted is slightly to the right of the shot, so on lifting the frame it tended to swing across in that direction. Having needed a certain length of chain to pick up the plate from where it was lying, with the angle of the double chain, at this point I realised that there wasn't enough room to lift the plate high enough, so it had to be put down and picked up again with the chain shortened, before finally I could lift it to the right height to put it on the top of the table. 2 clamps seen at the front edge from this direction stopped the plate sliding off. Rather than weld the plate to the frame, 4 20mm countersunk X-drive bolts were used to fix the top to the frame. Using a magnetic drill with a 20mm annular cutter for the bolt holes was fine. but using the countersunk bit was a bad idea. It made a horrible howling noise and took a very long time, and I wouldn't do it again, not for both systems. With a vice fixed to one corner, it's proven to be just what I wanted, and I'm very pleased with the design.